I'm just gonna work the sissy bar. Just work it, own it.
Good morning, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. Went to see the Red Hot Chili Peppers last night. It was a great show. I'm a little tired this morning, but I had to get up and work on the motorcycle because I'm planning on putting a sissy bar on the Lowrider ST. So let's get at it. So here are the parts that we have for the sissy bar. We've got the standard sissy bar with a simple backrest and the docking hardware, which, by the way, does not come standard on a Lowrider ST, which is very disappointing considering how much money you're spending on this bike. Next is the tools that we're going to be using. We're going to need a torque wrench, blue Loctite, and a couple of Allen wrenches and a T45 torque. So I've got a T45 torque bit that I'm going to be using to remove the screws that are currently on the bike. While removing the hardware, a metal piece fell from the bike that I didn't know was there. I'm going to show you my mistakes because I'm learning as I'm going. I'm not a mechanic, I'm an accountant. Okay, so here are the original parts that came on the bike that we removed. And here are the new pieces for the docking hardware. You will have to pay attention to the size. There's two different sizes. There's a smaller piece that goes to the front. You'll install to the front, and then the larger piece is what clicks to the back. The hardware that came with it, we're not going to use that. We're just going to use the original. So we will just put these two parts back on the bike. Okay, so we're gonna install, this is the smaller docking hardware that we're gonna put to the front. Now if you notice, both of the bolts again are off. There is a plate that's back here, and when we were removing the bolts, it actually fell off, which is part of the reason why you cover your bike when you are doing any type of work on your bike. So it's easy to put back in, so it's not a problem. So I will put this back on the front. I did put blue Loctite, which is part of the instructions. And again, I'm going to be using my T45 torque driver. Let me just hand tighten it for a bit. I'm doing it the wrong way. Am I? Yep, I was doing it the wrong way. Sorry. Okay, not gonna tighten it all the way, but at least I've got it in. So the reason why I didn't tighten the screws is I need to use a torque wrench, and based on the instructions, you need to do 21 to 27 foot-pounds. I've got my torque wrench set to 25. Never used one of these before, so make sure it's on when you do this. And I'm gonna go ahead and tighten the screws. Once I hear it beep, then I'm good to go. There you go, there's a beep. So I'm done with this side. I'm gonna work on the other side, but while I'm doing that, like subscribe, and if you have any questions or comments about this video or any of our other videos, please comment below.
Okay, so this is the sissy bar. I'm gonna clean it because the backing of the backrest pad has some 3M strips on it. So anywhere that you're putting any 3M strips, you want to be able to clean it. So I've got some Windex. I'm gonna spray some on my towel, and I'm just gonna work the sissy bar. Just work it, own it. Okay, so I put the backrest pad on the back of the sissy bar. There is a contour towards the back of the backrest that needs to sit up against the sissy bar. And there's probably other ways you could do this, but I used painter's tape so that it's already lined up to the contour. And then I used painter's tape to line up the bracket so I know where I needed to place it so that the bolts, I can put the bolts here. There is 3M tape. So now that I've got everything lined up here, I'll remove the 3M tape, put it on the sissy bar, and then I'll put the bolts in and I'll show you what it looks like. So I'm removing the tape for the back. Again, make sure you've cleaned your sissy bar with Windex or rubbing alcohol. I'm gonna go ahead and line this up. Just press it in. Then these are the screws that come with it. And you want to use an Allen wrench. This one, it's going to be 5 3/2. Now there is a like a plastic cover on the inside of the backrest. You want to break that seal first because you don't want it catching on the thread of the screw. It's based on the instructions. You need to use a torque wrench and it's 60 inch-pounds.
Good. Okay, so everything's assembled and we're gonna give it a try, see if everything fits. All right, here we go. Okay, the final saddlebag. Okay, all set. Everything fits. Thank you again for watching our install of the Harley Davidson sissy bar. Like, subscribe, and ride safe.